Let us see the today's assignment questions. So they are from exercise 1 classwork, question number 37. It is, which of the following states of matter have two specific heats? Here options are solid, gas, liquid and plasma. We know that gases have two specific heats. One is at constant volume, another is at constant pressure. Okay, therefore the second option is correct. Okay, next question number 38. Difference between Cp and Cv is, okay, options are 0 for solids and liquids. Second option, same for solids and liquids and gases. Third one, positive for solids and liquids and gases. Fourth one, none. So it is Cp minus Cv value. Cp is always higher than Cv, so it is always positive for any substance, maybe solids or liquids or gases, because Cp minus Cv is equal to R for gases. Okay, so Cp is higher than Cv, that's why it is positive value, right? That is option number 3. Okay, next let us see the question number 39. Okay, it is given as, why the specific heat at constant pressure is more than that at a constant volume. Okay, why the Cp is greater than Cv, that is a question. For that, options are, there is a greater intermolecular attraction at constant pressure. Second option, at constant pressure molecular oscillations are more violent. Third option, external work need to be done for allowing the expansion of gas at constant pressure. Fourth option, due to more reasons other than those mentioned in the above. Here, the gas which is allowed to expand at constant pressure, whenever the gas is heated, apart from increasing the temperature, internal energy, some work has to be done. Okay, so therefore Cp is more than Cv. At constant volume, only internal energy has to increase, but at constant pressure, internal energy plus some work is also done. That's why Cp is more. So therefore, which one is correct? The third option is correct. Okay, 40. Question number 40. The ratio Cp by Cv of a specific heats at a constant pressure and constant volume of any perfect gas is, okay, so that is Cp by Cv ratio, which we call gamma. Okay, this gamma is defined as 1 plus 2 by F. Okay, so now in this, out of all gases, monoatomic, diatomic and triatomic gases, F value is minimum for monoatomic gas. For monoatomic gas, F is minimum. How much is that? 3. Okay, if F is minimum, then the denominator is minimum, so this entire value is maximum. So gamma is maximum for monoatomic gas. Okay, gamma is maximum. Okay, so that is how much? 5 by 3 for monoatomic gas. Okay, let us see the question number 41. That is, which of the following formula is wrong? So if you see the options, Cv equals to, first option, Cv equal to R by gamma minus 1 is correct. That is the formula. Second one, Cp by Cv equals to gamma. That is also correct. Ratio of specific heats is gamma. Third one, Cp equal to gamma R by gamma minus 1. That is also correct. Okay. Whereas fourth option, Cp minus Cv equal to 2R is given, but actually it should be R. But what is given? Cp minus Cv is equals to 2R is given. This is wrong. It should be R. Okay. Next, question number 42. If you see, a monoatomic gas of n moles of is heated from temperature T1 to T2 under two different conditions. First one is at constant volume, second one is at constant pressure. The change in internal energy of the gas is Okay, so here options are more in case 1, second option more in case 2, third option same in both cases, Fourth option, independent of number of moles. Change in the internal energy delta U. Okay. Change in internal energy delta U will be N CV delta T. It depends only on change in temperature. Change in internal energy depends only on change in temperature, but not on any other condition. Therefore, here it do not depend on the constant volume or constant pressure. In any condition, delta U is same. Okay, that's why it is third option, right? Next, let us see the question number 43. That is, ratio of specific heats as the gamma of an ideal gas is given by. Gamma is given by, right? So let us see the first option, 1 by 1 minus R by Cp, or second option 1 plus R by Cv, or third option Cp by Cp minus R, or all the above. So if you check out the option 1, okay, option 1 is 1 by 1 minus R by Cp. This is, if you take LCM, it will be Cp minus R by Cp GOP. Okay, and we know that Cp gamma relation, gamma equals to Cp equals to gamma R by gamma minus 1. From the cross multiplication, this we get as gamma. Therefore, first option is correct. Second option, 1 plus R by Cv is nothing but Cv plus R by Cv. Cv plus R is Cp. Cp by gamma is nothing but Cp by Cv. Cp by Cv is nothing but gamma. That is also gamma equal to gamma. Third option is again this only. Cp by Cp minus R is gamma. So therefore all the options are correct. Okay. Next, question number 44. Specific heats of monoatomic and diatomic gases are same and satisfy the relation which is, okay. First option, Cp of mono is equal to Cp of dia, or second option, Cp of mono is equal to Cv of dia. Third option, Cp of mono equal to Cv of dia, or fourth option, Cv of mono is equal to Cp of dia. Okay, so we know that Cp of monoatomic gas is, okay, gamma R by gamma minus 1 formula. Gamma value of monoatomic gas is 5 by 3. From this, what we get? 5R by 2. Okay, as well as Cv of diatomic gas is R by gamma minus 1. Gamma is 7 by 5 for diatomic. Therefore, that is also 5R by 2. Therefore, Cp of monoatomic is equal to Cv of diatomic in value point of view. Okay. Next, let us see the question number 45. If the ratio of specific heats of a gas at constant pressure to that at constant volume is gamma, then the change in internal energy of the gas when the volume changes from V to 2V at constant pressure P is, okay. Change in the internal energy we have to find. So change in the internal energy is NCV delta T. Okay, that is NCV formula R by gamma minus 1 into delta T is T2 minus T1. This can be written as nRT2. nRT2 is nothing but PV2 from ideal gas equation. Same way nRT1 is PV1. So therefore this will become P into V2 minus V1 by gamma minus 1. Okay. Next, question number 46. The change in internal energy of in a joule when 10 gram of air is heated from 30 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius is, okay. Change in the internal energy is asking delta U or du is equals to N Cv dt or M small cv dt. Small cv is specific heat per unit mass. Capital Cv is specific heat per unit mole, molar specific heat, right? But in the question we have the information about small cv. Therefore, let us take this formula. Mass is 10 gram. Let us convert into kg. 10 into 10 power minus 3. Specific heat is given as 0.172. 0.172. But it is calorie per gram. Okay. So we convert into kg. Okay. Calorie per kg. Therefore, we multiply with 4200 into delta T is 30 to 40 means 10. Okay. Now if you multiply this, what do we get? 72.24 joule. Okay. Next, let us see the question number 47. Temperature of 5 moles of a gas at constant volume is changed from 100 degrees Celsius to 120 degrees Celsius. The change in the internal energy is 80 joule. The total heat capacity of the gas at a constant volume will be in joule per Kelvin is. Okay. So total heat capacity is asking to calculate. For that, here heat capacity is heat given by change in the temperature. But it is at constant volume. Therefore, at constant volume, work done will be 0. So dq will be totally equal to du. du by dt or delta T. Okay. And change in the internal energy is given directly in the question, 80 joule. Change in the temperature is from 100 to 120 means 20. Therefore, it is equal to 4 joule per Kelvin. Okay. Next, question number 48. When an ideal diatomic gas is heated at constant pressure, the fraction of heat energy supplied which is used in doing the work to maintain the pressure constant is, okay, fraction of energy used for doing the work is nothing but W by Q. W by Q is given by what formula? Is 1 minus 1 by gamma. And here it is which gas? Diatomic gas. Gamma value 7 by 5. Okay. So 1 minus 1 by 7 by 5. It goes up. Then it will become 2 by 7. It's a fraction. Okay. Next. Question number 49. Let us see. When a monoatomic gas expands at constant pressure, the percentage of heat supplied that increases the temperature of gas and doing the external work in expansion at constant pressure is. First one is percentage of energy used for increasing the temperature. Temperature increasing is nothing but because of internal energy change. So percentage of internal energy change we have to find out. Okay. So that is delta U by Q. Okay. Delta U by Q we have to find out. Percentage is asking. That is 1 by gamma into 100. 1 by gamma into 100 is a change in internal energy percentage. Okay. So and it is which gas? Monoatomic gas. Gamma value of monoatomic gas is 5 by 3. So 1 by 5 by 3 into 100. That will be 60%. Okay. And remaining percentage is for used for changing the internal used for work done. Therefore, work done out of total heat percentage is 1 minus 1 by gamma into 100. Therefore, the remaining out of 60% remaining percentage is 40%. Okay, is a energy used for work done, right? Next, let us see the question number 50. A quantity of heat Q is supplied to a monoatomic gas at which expands at a constant pressure. The fraction of heat that goes into work done by the gas. Again, fraction of work done by the gas. This formula only we have to use. That is W by Q is 1 minus 1 by gamma. Which gas it is? Monoatomic gas. Okay. So therefore 1 minus 1 by, this is 5 by 3. that 5 by 3 go up, therefore it will become 2 by 5. Okay, is a fraction, right? Next, let us see the question number 51. That is, if a triatomic gas is heated at constant pressure, percentage of heat energy which is used to increase its internal energy. So again, delta U out of Q percentage is nothing but 1 by gamma into 100. This is triatomic gas. Triatomic gas values, gamma is 4 by 3. Okay, therefore 1 by 4 by 3 into 100, that will be going up. 300 by 4 is nothing but 75%. Okay. Next, question number 52. For hydrogen gas, Cp minus Cv equal to A, and for oxygen gas, Cp minus Cv equal to B, where Cp and Cv are molar specific heats, molar, then the relation between A and B is, if Cp and Cv represent molar specific heats, always Cp minus Cv is equals to R for any gas. Okay, so this is should be equal to capital R. So here, whether it is hydrogen gas or oxygen gas, this should be equal to R. So here for hydrogen gas this is given as A symbol, and for oxygen gas it is given as B symbol. So A and B should be equal. Okay, so that is fourth option. Okay.